Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel T-Spot. In this video, the last episode, So Long, Farewell, has determined everything we learn about Ted Lasso's intention to resign and go home to Kansas 75 minutes after the show start. True to Ted Lasso, the program bids a tearful farewell to one of the most lovable and sympathetic characters ever created. Although it first seems as though Ted and Rebecca slept together, the truth is that Ted spent the night in Rebecca's place because of a gas leak in his own building. Rebecca is contemplating something when Ted enters her kitchen, and she tells him what Ted had confided in her earlier in the episode, that this will be Ted's final game and that he intends to go back to the United States. Coach Beard and his passionate partner had also spent the night at Rebecca's house. Beard emerges sporting a man-thong and a cute-off t-shirt, while Beard's companion is donning one of Rebecca's suit coats. Beard reveals that he will go with Ted back to the U.S. After sitting on his buttocks on the kitchen island, Rebecca wants to sell the club. But why? Because she only purchased the club to embarrass Rupert, and because, as she told Ted, if he leaves, she leaves too. Rebecca chooses to sell it. It's a touching scene, and Rebecca shows her fortitude as a woman by using her position as the club's owner to conceal her strong sentiments of friendship for Ted. Rebecca emphasizes her wish for Ted to remain, highlighting the advantages it would bring to his ex-wife and kid. She suggests selling 49% of the team and giving him the biggest salary in the league. Ted keeps quiet the entire time, making it clear that he has already made up his mind. As indicated by Higgins, Rebecca is aware of this and intends to sell the club for around $2 billion. Ted likens Rebecca's planned voyage to the one described in Eat, Pray, Love. She replies in jest, adding it's more along the lines of Eat, Pray, FK. Perhaps for the final time, they laugh together. Does Keeley choose Jamie or Roy? When Roy and Jamie come to Keeley's flat after their argument, she does not pick between them. Keeley embraces Jamie despite Roy's efforts to win her over. Roy then extends a drink invitation to Jamie and requests that Jamie back off so that he may pursue Keeley. Although there isn't a formal commitment, Jamie declines and says he wants to compete for Keeley's love. When they confront Keeley at her apartment and demand that she make a decision, she is offended that they think they have the authority to give her a choice. As a result of his efforts to adapt, Roy finally asks to be a diamond dog. As he grows hopeless about the situation, Higgins responds by saying Roy, human beings will never be flawless. Asking for assistance and accepting it when we can are our greatest options. By doing that, we may continually work to get better in advance. Does Nate offer Ted an apology in addition to the obvious? Nate apologizes to Ted in a sincere and heartfelt manner for how he treated him. Ted embraces Nate and holds him as a dad would. Although Ted was not his son's biological father, it is apparent that he acted as a father role for Nate. Both of them focus on the office door where the former Believe sign had hung. Ted remarks that he still looks up there and sees it even after all that time. Nate responds in the negative when Ted asks whether it is strange. Nate remarks as he observes that no longer their sign as Ted departs. How does West Ham lose to AFC Richmond? In the last seconds, AFC Richmond overcame a 2-goal deficit to upset West Ham. Ted motivates his team and encourages them to perform their best. After the break, Sam takes out a piece of the Belief sign that was torn to pieces after giving Jamie an eye contact. The sign is subsequently put back together, and it is shown that every member of the squad retained a piece. Jamie scores the opening goal of the second half and then is awarded a penalty kick. Danny receives the ball from Jamie, and he allows Isaac to take the shot, while the response reveals he kicked the ball with such force that it passed past the top of the net we originally believed he missed. Rupert is furious. He pushes and yells at his coach after getting down from the stance. As Rupert walks away, the audience yells wanker at him after Ted uses Nate to call the last play, and Jamie yells for the ball to occupy the squad. Sam scores the game-winning goal as the team celebrates and the crowd descends upon the pitch. Colin is welcomed by his lover, and they have a public kiss. Colin has now publicly revealed that he belongs to the LGBT+ community. How does Season 3 of Ted Lasso end? After losing to Manchester City, AFC Richmond comes in second. According to Ted Lasso, in addition to selling almost half of the team to AFC Richmond supporters, Rebecca visits Ted at the airport to bid him a tearful farewell. Beard explains on the aircraft that he must remain since he plans to wet his sweetheart. Then the Beard poses as having an appendix so that medical professionals may remove it. A small girl falls when Rebecca departs. She is helped up by Rebecca and her father, who also happens to be the stranger she had a passionate evening with in Amsterdam, who also lends a helping hand. Sam plays for the Ghana national team. Jamie sees his father in rehab. Keely restarts her company, and Roy is chosen the new coach of SC Richmond. At the team's new meeting place, Higgins Place ABQ is held. Present are Roy's niece and Keely present, as well as Rebecca's new boyfriend and his kid. Roy begins counseling with the new head of mental health and emotional well-being, Dr. Sharon Fieldstone. Since Nate is back on the coaching staff, the Believe sign has been placed back in its proper location. Jane marries Beard. Ted is also Henry's minor league football coach. When he misses a shot at goal, he whines, but Ted instructs him to be a goldfish. Instead, he gives his ex-wife a telling glance. The concert comes to a close, but you can't help but wonder if he was thinking go be a goldfish and win back his ex-wife. Let us know what you think in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the video. Thank you for watching. See you soon.